What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another high-risk coin pusher video for you all today. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a $50 million buy-in. And they're actually letting us bring our own quarters from previous games today. We got like 500 of them. Well, actually 600 of them because they gave us an extra 100 quarters since I did that $50 million buy-in. So anyway, wish me good luck. Hopefully we can walk out of here with a brand new world record win today. Seems to be pushing pretty well so far. We're getting a bunch of quarters back, that's for sure. So anyway, they got this thing stacked up amazingly well today. Looks like a massive pyramid of $5,000 chips on the pusher back there. 2 gold towers, so nice. We already got one of them to fall down. And they got 2 quarter hive towers on the left and the right hand side on the corners. And they got 2 massive walls of $10,000 chips in there. Half of the wall is on the blue shelf and half of it's on the playfield. And they got $2,000 chip towers in there. The yellow chips, those are the thousands. Oh yeah, nice. We got that other gold tower back there to fall down. Sweet. They got a massive quarter pyramid up front. It's already about ready to go. That should give us a couple hundred quarters, I'd say. Come on, big money. Oh yeah, that was a fabulous push right there. And check that out, there's a brown mystery bag in there. And there's actually 2 more mystery bags hidden behind those $10,000 chip walls on the blue shelves. There's a dark blue mystery bag on the left hand side and a sky blue mystery bag on the right. So y'all may not be able to see those at the moment, but you'll see them here in a minute. Oh yeah, well that great big old wall back there, it's about to go. Oh yeah, jackpot baby, nice. Wow, that was a boatload of $5,000 chips we just got right there. Oh nice, I think we just got a gold bar also. Yeah, the gold bar is still worth whatever 1 ounce of gold is at the moment. I think they're about $1,940 an ounce. It went down just a little bit, but that's alright though. Oh my goodness, nice, we got that quarter hive on the left hand side, sweet. So now let's try to get that one on the right hand side. That one's like hanging probably about halfway over the edge so far. And we still got quite a few quarters left in the bowl. We're not even close to being done with those 500 or 600 that we started with. Come on, big money. Oh yeah, about to start getting $10,000 chips on the left. Look at that clump of them right there, about ready to fall into the tray. Oh yeah, that was a remarkable win right there. I'd say that was at least like 200 or 300, 400 grand we just got right there. And we're winning tons of $5,000 chips every single push. I'd say we're averaging about at least 150 grand a push. So, making all kinds of money today. So we still got a pretty good ways to make that $50 million back. Still got a pretty good ways to go. So if it keeps on pushing this good, we'll have that $50 million back in no time. Alright, so we only got a couple quarters left in the bowl. I'd say we got like maybe 50, 60 of them. So let's try them on that right hand side. Oh my goodness, check that out. That wall of $10,000 chips on the left, it's floating in midair. Oh my goodness. Alright, well that right there was the last of our quarters, and nice, we just got like $5,000. Not bad at all. So let me go see what we've won real quick, and we'll get right back to pushing. You all are not going to believe this. Check this out, there was 2 white dice hidden in there. So if you don't know what the white dice are for, we get to roll these at the end of the game. Whatever they land on, my winnings will multiply by those numbers. That is absolutely phenomenal right there. And we also got this brown mystery bag, so let's go ahead and check it out and see if there's anything good and valuable and beneficial in there. Feels pretty heavy, so let's see, what do we get? Oh my goodness, nice, check this out. So we got 2 gold dice. If you don't know what the gold dice are for, we get to roll them at the end of the game. Whatever they land on, the gold will multiply by those numbers. And we also got a $50 chip, a $1 chip, a $5 chip, a $10 chip, and we also got another $1 chip. So if you don't know what this $50 chip is for, we get to cash it in at the end of the game. They will take anything that's fallen down the side slots and they'll put it back into the playfield. If you don't know this, anything that falls down the side slots, that money goes to the house. I don't get to win or keep any of that money, but whenever I cash in this $50 chip, they'll take everything that we've lost and they'll put it all back into the playfield. So they'll pretty much give us a second chance at winning it. So that's really, really beneficial right there. And we also got 2 of the $1 chips. Each one of these is worth 500 quarters. So I get to cash both of these in, that will give me an extra 1,000 quarters. And a lot of y'all was asking if I could save these for a different game. No, I have to cash these in on the present game. I'm not allowed to save those chips at all, unless you get those bounty chips, which I haven't won any of them yet. And we also got this $5 chip right here, and if you don't know what this is for, we get to cash it in. They will take all of those towers and stuff that's on the blue shelves, and they'll put it into the playfield somewhere. So we'll cash that in later on. That's pretty valuable. And last but not least, we got the $10 chip. So this right here is pretty much worth 1 free tower. So we'll get to cash this in. We'll get to spin a wheel, and the wheel has all different types of chip values on there. It can land on $10,000 chips, $5,000 chips, and so on. Anyhow, whatever it lands on, it's what type of brand new tower they'll build somewhere in the playfield. So that's not bad at all. That mystery bag was loaded up incredibly well. So anyhow, let's get right back to pushing. After this bowl of quarters right here, if it doesn't get these remaining towers and chips to fall down, I will go ahead and cash in that $10 chip and both of them $1 chips. How does that sound? Sounds like a pretty good plan to me. I'm really going to try to get that quarter tower on the right hand side. It's super close to the edge. It's like hanging more than halfway over. So anyhow, that previous round was a massive success. We made a tremendous amount of money. I think we made like $3 or $4 million in chips or something. And we got quite a few 1 ounce gold bars also. And like I said earlier, the gold bars, they're worth about $1,940 an ounce at the moment. That's what I think it is anyway. It's what a bunch of y'all told me it was yesterday. So they went down just a little bit. I think there was originally like $1,970 a piece, but they went back down to like $1,940. So that's still alright. That's still some pretty good money. And also, I've heard the gold bars are going to go way up in value over the next few years. And if you're wondering what I do with the gold that I win, I normally just save it. I keep it in a safety deposit box because I save it because I've heard the gold is going to go way up in value. And sometimes if we need some extra cash, I'll trade in one of those gold bars for whatever the spot price of gold is at the moment. They allow me to do that also. But like I've said, most of the time I just save all that gold that I win. Oh yeah, jackpot baby, nice. We got that quarter tower on the right hand side, and if I'm not mistaken, I just seen like 1 or 2 dice hidden in there. Wow. So we'll check that out here in just a second. I will confirm that to see if there's dice in there. But first, let's try to get these remaining $10,000 chips out of there on that right hand side. Come on, big money. And a lot of times whenever they got towers built up on the corners, it takes like anywhere from 3 to 7 or 8 hours to get it to fall down. Yeah, there's been several times I've played up to like 8 hours trying to get them towers on the sides to fall down. And the reason why the towers on the sides are so difficult to win at times is because if there's any weight or pressure built up on the corners are just going to take the easiest route or the easiest path of travel, and that would either be around the tower or it would be down the gutter. And we lose a bunch of stuff to them gutters out there. There's one on the left and the right side. And like I said a second ago, all that money goes to the house. I don't get a win or keep any of that. But today we got that $50 chip, so we'll get to cash that in at the end of the game. And they'll take all that stuff that we lost and they'll put it back into the playfield. Oh yeah, that last 30 grand's getting pretty close to the edge. Come on, big push. Oh yeah, it's almost there. So we only got a couple quarters left. So if that doesn't get it out of there, I'll go ahead and cash in that $10 chip and both of them $1 chips. Oh, and I forgot to mention the quarters. We had like around 2,000 of them before we started playing again. Oh nice, just made 20,000 bucks right there. Not bad. Not bad at all. This has been an excellent game so far. Yeah, both of them walls of $10,000 chips are floating in midair. My goodness, look at that one on the left-hand side. It's like defying gravity, literally. Same thing for the one on the right-hand side also. You know what would be pretty cool? If they had like a floating bridge of chips in there. Like, say if that goes all the way across the machine and it was floating in midair, that would be extremely cool to see. I don't know if it's possible to make something like that. I mean, I'll ask them about it. I will ask them if they could build something like that. I'm sure y'all would want to see something like that also. That'd be incredibly cool. Alright, well that last 10 grand, it's given us a little bit of a battle, but that's alright though. Take a couple more pushes and we'll get it out of there. And we're almost out of quarters. We only got probably 50 of them left. Nice, we got it all cleared out of there. That is absolutely remarkable right there. So I'm going to go ahead and cash in that $10 chip and both of them $1 chips real quick, and we'll get right back to work. Alrighty, A&D Coin Pusher has returned. Let's get right back to pushing. So I cashed in that $10 chip and both of them $1 chips. They gave us an extra 1,000 quarters. And we got to spin that wheel, and today it landed on $5,000 chips. So as you can see, they built a bunch of $5,000 chip towers in the playfield. It's like 4 smaller towers and 1 giant tower right there in the center. So wish me good luck. Hopefully we can win all them towers out of there. And they told me while they was building all them $5,000 chip towers, they said all those towers like of $10,000 chips on the left hand side fell over on them. And it looks like they build them into like 3 towers on the blue shelf. So they told me whenever I cash in that $5 chip, they would move them towers to the playfield. So I'm not really worried about those towers. Come on, big money. Well, I think we done got one of them $5,000 chip towers to crash down. About to get a couple more. One on the right side's getting pretty close. Yeah, normally the towers on the sides take a long time to fall down. These are making progress really, really quick. Oh yeah, jackpot baby, nice, we got one of them to go, sweet. Come on, big money. Oh yeah, 2 more on the left hand side about ready to drop into the pay, come on. Yeah, that one right there in the center might give us the battle today. Oh yeah, nice, we got both them towers that was on the sides. So yeah, that center might give us the battle today. Normally it's the other way around. Normally the sides are the ones giving us the battle. So I'm thinking we should use that skill stop technique and load up a bunch of quarters at once. And also, whenever I cashed in both of those $1 chips, that put us up to about 3,900 quarters. So we got close to 4,000 quarters. Should be way more than enough quarters to get the whole machine cleared out today. I would hope so anyhow. And there's so many towers on the blue shelves today. I've done went over what all they had on there. There's a sky blue mystery bag behind that tower on the right hand side, and a dark blue mystery bag on the left. Y'all can probably see that one now. And there's actually multiple ways I could win all them towers that are on the blue shelves. Today we got that $5 chip, so we're going to cash that in. They'll move all them towers to the playfield for free. Won't cost us anything at all. And sometimes they'll have a red earbud in there, and that literally means the exact same thing as the $5 chip. But if that $5 chip or red earbud was not in there, it would end up costing me 2 times the original buy-in to get them to move the towers to the playfield. So today, that would end up costing us $100 million to get the blue shelves cleared off. And I don't know if it'd be worth that kind of money, but luckily we got that $5 chip, so all those towers on the sides are covered today. And there is one more way I could get them towers off of the blue shelf. This really isn't the most effective method, but I could stack the quarters up really high back there on the pusher, and if there's any towers like hanging over the blue shelf, which I don't think any of them are today, but if they were, if I stacked the quarters up really high, I would have a good chance of trick shotting those towers into the playfield. I think I've only been able to do that like maybe 2 or 3 times, and I've played thousands of these games, so it's a pretty rare occasion. And like I said, it's not the most effective method. You're better off just paying 2 times the original buy-in, or just winning that $5 chip. But stacking up the quarters back there definitely helps the towers move. Like, Our goal is to get a pretty good base of quarters built up behind that big old tower. And it seems like it moves forward a lot better. And that definitely works for the towers that are on the sides. That's how we've been getting them towers on the sides super easily lately. And quite a few people suggested that down in the comments, and once again, I appreciate that. So how much money do y'all think I'm going to make back today from a $50 million buy-in? I know that's a lot of money to spend on one of these, but I do this for you all. I try to make the best content out there, and I try to make it as entertaining as possible. And I know lots of y'all like to see the big buy-in videos, so that's why I do these. And let me know if you'd want to see more videos like this. I could do $50 million buy-ins all the way up to $100 million buy-ins. I could also do 10 million all the way up to 30 million, 5 million to $20 million buy-ins. Just let me know what types of videos you'd want to see down in the comments. And also another question, would you all want to see more 1/4 challenges, or would you want to see like more 1,000 quarters at once videos? Because I know a bunch of y'all love those 1,000 quarters at once videos. And every single time I put 1,000 quarters in there at one time, it's always paid out amazingly well. Well, that $5,000 chip tower, it's super close to the edge. I'd say that's at least like 700-800 grand right there, maybe more than that. Well, we only got like, let's see, 15-20 quarters left in the bowl. There they are. Come on, big money. Alright, so let's try one more round, and if it doesn't get that tower, we'll go ahead and cash in the $5 chip. So let's collect some quarters, we'll get right back to work. Alrighty, we're back, let's keep it going. So like I said, after this round right here, if it doesn't get that tower, I will go ahead and cash in the $5 chip. So stay tuned for that, more exciting gameplay coming right up. Well, that tower's trying to go, it's leaning over the edge a bunch. And also, I completely forgot to point this out a few minutes ago. But whenever that quarter tower fell down that was on the right hand side, turns out there was 2 more white dice hidden inside of that. So we've got 4 white dice in total now. I remember pointing out that I thought I seen a couple more white dice, but I didn't tell you all for sure. Oh yeah. Nice, we got that massive tower to crash down. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely insane. So now let's get those remaining $5,000 chips, then we'll be ready to cash in the $5 chip. Hoping they build some pretty unique towers whenever I cash in that $5 chip. Sometimes they'll take all the towers that are on the blue shelves and they'll combine them all into like one great big old tower back there. It'd be pretty nice if they did that today. Because in other times they will stack the towers up really tall back there, like we'll put like 10 or 15 towers back there. Then we'll have a pretty good chance of losing stuff to the blue shelves. Then it would end up costing us an extra 100 grand to get it back. So I'm hoping we can get everything out of there in one go. Oh yeah, looks like 15-20 grand about ready to go on the right. Nice, that was like 10 to 15 grand right there. So 20 grand to go, let's get it. Nice, we got like 15 grand, 5 grand to go. Oh yeah, it's right there on the edge. Maybe another push or two and we'll get it. Nice, we got it all cleared out of there. That is absolutely remarkable. It's been a fantastic game so far, that's for sure. So let's cash in that $5 chip and we'll get right back to pushing. Alrighty, AMD coin pusher has returned. Let's get right back to pushing. So we cashed in that $5 chip. They took all those towers that was on the blue shelves. They put them all into the playfield. Looks like they combined most of them into like one enormous tower back there on the pusher. And most of that is stacked up incredibly tall. So we may end up losing a bunch of stuff to the blue shelves. I hope not. Come on, big money. Oh yeah, well we got several of them towers to fall down already. Sweet. There goes the gold tower on the right. And those mystery bags are super close to the edge. We're about to get that sky blue one on the right hand side. And there's like 2 massive towers of gold up front. Check that out. Come on, big money. Oh yeah, nice. That was a fabulous push right there. Well, it looks like... Oh my goodness. Well, so much is going on right now, I can't keep up with everything, but it looks like we lost like Oh my goodness. Wow, that was a magnificent push right there. Let's get that loot chute cleared out. Alrighty, we're back. Let's keep it going. So we got that loot chute cleared out. My goodness, this is pushing incredibly well. So, what I was going to say, it looks like we lost like... Oh my goodness, I can barely even get a word out and towers keep on falling down. That's fine with me. Oh my goodness. This is doing exceptional today. I was not expecting it to be pushing this good today. Well, that loot chute got clogged up again. Let's get it cleared out. Alrighty, we're back. Let's keep it going. So we got that loot chute cleared out again. And I'll try to say this one more time. Looks like we ended up losing 5 grand to the blue shell. So, depending on if those mystery bags that we just won have any more of those white dice hidden in there, I will pay that extra 100 grand to get those chips off of the blue shell. So, like I said, it just depends how many white dice are inside of them mystery bags. Because keep in mind, those dice would have to land on some pretty big numbers for it to be worth it to pay 100 grand to get 5 grand back. Think about that. You do the math. 100 grand divided by 5 grand. Come on, big money. Well, we just about got the right-hand side all cleared out. Oh, nice. Got a boatload of $1,000 chips on that push right there. And looks like that gold tower on the left-hand side got stuck in the loot chute. Well, it got stuck against the glass after it fell down. So, if that don't fall down within the next couple of minutes, I will call them back here. And I'll see if they'll count that as a win. Because normally if something gets stuck against the glass, or if it gets stuck in the loot chute, they will either count it as a win, or they will put that tower in a different location. So they may end up putting that gold tower right there, back there on the pusher. They might put it in the center. Who knows, they may even put it on the right corner, or they may put it back in the same position as it was originally in. You never know. But let's stay positive though. I'm hoping we can get that gold tower to fall down. We're doing really, really well on quarters now, that's for sure. My goodness. Well, right as I said that, we just dropped a bunch of them on the floor. We'll pick them up here in a second. Not really worried about it. Yeah, that gold tower is stuck in there on the left-hand side. So let's finish out this basket of quarters. If it doesn't get that gold tower, I will go ahead and call them back here. And I'll pay that extra 100 grand while I'm at it. Well, actually, first, let's open up those mystery bags before we pay an extra 100 grand, because it may not be worth it. Alright, well, that right there was the last of the quarters. Well, actually, wait, we got a couple more left. Let's try them over there on the left-hand side. Alright, there they are. So let's see what that does. Come on, big push. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up those mystery bags real quick. Alright, here they are. So let's go ahead and start with the sky blue mystery bag right here. So let's see if there's anything good and valuable in there. It doesn't really feel that heavy, so it might be a good thing, might be a bad thing. Oh yeah, nice. Check this out. So we got 3 more white dice and 1 more gold dice. How many white dice does that make us in total now? 7 of them. So now let's go ahead and move on to that other mystery bag. This one feels like it's loaded up even better, so let's see. Hopefully there's some more white dice in this one. Oh yeah, nice. Check this out. So we got 2 more white dice and 3 more golden dice. So that is absolutely outstanding right there. Both of them mystery bags is loaded up incredibly well. So I think I am going to pay that extra 100 grand to get those chips back. That's like 5 grand right there. And if all them dice land on some pretty good numbers and those treat us good, then we should have no problem making that 100 grand back. So let's go ahead and pay that extra 100 grand. And I'm going to call them back here real quick and ask them about that gold tower. And I'll be right back. Alrighty, Andy Coin Pusher has returned. Let's get right back to work. So So I paid that extra 100 grand. They took all those $1,000 chips that we lost to the blue shelf. They put them back into the play field, and that gold tower that was on the left-hand side that was stuck in there, they just put that right back there on the pusher, and they put all 5 of them $1,000 chips on top of that. So that should be 1,000,000% easier to win now. So I'm hoping that tower falls straight forward. And it would be terrible to lose those $1,000 chips to the blue shelf again. If we didn't end up losing those towers to the blue shelf, I definitely wouldn't pay another 100 grand to get it back. That'd be 200 grand for $5,000. Now, I don't know if we have enough dice to make that back. I mean, it all depends on what those dice land on. If they all land on 5s and 6s, then it would definitely be worth it. Oh, nice, we got that tower to go. So let's push right there in the center, and after we win all that gold out of there, I will cash in the $50 chip, and they will take everything that we've lost to them side slots, and they'll put it back into the game. And who knows, that loot box of theirs might be loaded up with stuff that other people have lost to the side slots playing these games today. I mean, pretty much what it all boils down to is who last won that $50 chip. If the person before me won that $50 chip, then there won't be any bonus money or gold in there. Oh yeah, nice. That gold tower fell backwards. Some of it was standing up. But if nobody's won that $50 chip today, then that loot box should be loaded up with stuff that other people have lost. So I'm hoping it's loaded up really well. Come on, big money. Nice, we got it. Got that last gold bar out of there. So let's go ahead and cash in that $50 chip real quick, and we'll get right back to work. Alrighty, A&V Coin Pusher has returned. Let's get right back to work. So I cashed in that $50 chip. They took everything that was down in their loot box. They put it all back into the play field, and it turns out that loot box has only been emptied out like once or twice today, and there's like 3 or 4 or 5 other people that played since then. So it's loaded up pretty good. Nice, we already got one of them $10,000 chip towers to fall down. Nice, and a $5,000 chip tower. Sweet, we got 2 of them now. Oh my goodness, this is pushing amazingly well. So they definitely have it loaded up pretty good considering it's like that $50 chip game. And they got 1 massive tower of gold back there on the moving platform. And also, they told me someone else that was playing before me was playing a gold only game, like nothing but gold in there. And as you can see, somebody had lost so much gold to the side slots today. I'd say that tower back there is at least a good 80 to 100 ounces of gold. Oh nice, we got them 2 towers that was on the side. Sweet. And them $10,000 chip towers, those are getting close also. Really, really close to the edge. And we're also getting a whole bunch of $5,000 chips. Looks like we're about to lose several of them to the side slot on the right side though. Oh yeah, jackpot baby, sweet, we got 2 of them towers to fall down. Both of those was $10,000 chip towers. I mean, I guess it doesn't really make a difference if we lose anything to the side slots, because pretty much all this money and gold in there is like bonus money. It wasn't in the game that I was playing, so pretty much everything that we're winning is pure profit. Doesn't really matter if we lose anything. I mean, I'd like to get it all out of there, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying that it doesn't really matter, because most of it's bonus money anyhow. Alright, well that loot chute got severely clogged up. There's a whole bunch of quarters and $5,000 chips stuck in there, so let's get it cleared out real quick. Alrighty, we're back. Let's keep it going. So I got that loot chute cleared out. And one other thing I noticed about this round right here, there was no bonus dice or mystery bags in there, unfortunately. But still, I think we'll be alright. We should have enough dice to make that $50 million back. And there's a lot of money on the line today. And as of right now, we're down like $43 million, I think. It was something around that. It was either like $42 or $43 million. I think it was 43. So we need to at least make $43 million profit on this game right here to break even. Oh yeah, sweet, we got that massive tower of gold to crash down. Wow, that is absolutely spectacular. Oh my goodness, we're making a fortune today, making out like a bandit. My goodness. Come on, big money. Oh yeah, nice. Got a bunch of gold bars on that push right there. Alright, so we only got a couple quarters left. Well, actually, wait, we still got a whole basket full of quarters we could put in there. So let's get those in there. Well, first let's get the loot chute emptied out again. Oh yeah, that loot chute was like filled up to the top almost. Glad we got that cleared out when we did, or else we'd end up losing a whole bunch of stuff. So anyhow, hope y'all are doing good and having a wonderful day so far. Remember, if you're new around here and you enjoy these videos, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the post bell notifications. That way you get notified for whenever I upload a brand new video. Help out tremendously. We're on the road to 130,000 subscribers. My goal is to get there by the end of August, like August the 30th or the 31st. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And another thing, let's try to get 5,000 likes on today's episode. 5,000 likes. I know we can accomplish that. Just need everyone watching to hit that like button. Oh, nice. We got it. Got it all cleared out of there today. That is absolutely amazing. This has been an outstanding game today. Absolutely outstanding. So now I'm going to call them over here. I think we've won 15 dice in total. We got 9 of the white dice and 6 of the gold dice. So they will put all them dice back there on the pusher. We got to roll them on down to that lower shelf. Whatever they land on, get to multiply our winnings and our gold by those numbers. So let's call them back here real quick and we'll get right back to pushing. Alrighty, A&V coin pusher has returned. Let's get right back to work. So I called them over here. They put all 15 of them dice back there on the pusher. So let's roll them on down to that lower shelf. Hopefully they'll land on some fabulous numbers. Oh yeah, those are pretty good numbers so far. Oh my goodness, well I almost put a $5,000 chip back in there. Glad I caught that. Alright, so it looks like we got like a 6, a 3, and a 2 on the white dice so far. Oh nice. Well, one of them gold dice landed on a 1 unfortunately, so the 1s do not count at all. If any more of them dice land on 1s, just act like they don't exist. Oh yeah, those are fabulous numbers right there. We got a couple 5s out of that. We got a 3 and a 4. We got one more dice to roll. Hoping it lands on a 5 or a 6. A 4 will be pretty good also. I just hope it don't land on a 1 because the 1's are zeros. And if any of them dice fall over the edge or down the side slots, we'd lose them. That last dice did end up landing on a 1, so we're going to have to call it quits right there because if we push any more, we'll take a pretty good chance of losing some of them dice because they might fall over the edge. And that 5 right there looks like it's getting pretty close to the gutter. So anyhow, that's not bad at all. Most of them dice landed on some pretty good numbers. So I'm going to count everything up, multiply our winnings and our gold by all of that, and I'll let y'all know what we've won back from a $50,100,000 buy-in. Be right back. You all are not going to believe how much money I've won today. This is absolutely spectacular. I ended up winning $10,628,000 in chips. And all them white dice combined ended up multiplying my winnings by 31. And in total, I ended up winning $329,468,000 from a $50 million buy-in. That is absolutely exceptional. That's another huge life-changing jackpot win right there. Absolutely mind-blowing. And on top of that, we got 182 ounces of gold. And all them gold dice combined ended up multiplying the gold by 19. And in total, I ended up winning 3,458 ounces of gold today. And those are around $1,940 an ounce. So that means we ended up winning $6,708,520 in gold today. So that's not bad at all for a $50 million buy-in. So if y'all enjoyed today's episode, be sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the post bell notifications. That way you get notified for whenever I upload a brand new video. I will see y'all on the next one. Y'all take care and have a wonderful day.